Hey guys, can you be here? Coming at you in 2 seconds. But I want you to listen to this music, and I want you to think tonight about 9/11, 2001, 18 years ago today. 8:46, the first plane hit tower number 1, and then another plane. 15 minutes later, the Pentagon, Shanksville, Pennsylvania, Flight 93, United 93. As we have now learned in history, we're united. Not the plane, but the people upon the plane. I will never forget that day. I will never forget that day. Okay? So thank you. Good evening, everybody. Coming to you live on a solemn day. Thank you very much for just listening to that piece of music, Requiem in a Cell. And I listen to that sometimes and just get into some deep thoughts, and gosh, what a day, guys. So thank you for indulging. September 11th, 18 years ago today. Welcome aboard, guys. Cities and suburbs. If you can't join me live, I hope you at least will follow along once in a while. I do touch upon some things that hopefully touch us all, but particularly today. And I'm not saying anything different than today that any news show or talk radio show or television has said about September 11th, 2001, 18 years ago. World Trade Centers were taken down. The Pentagon was attacked, taken down. And Flight 93, United 93. We have to I just wonder where all those people would have been now. But, we really let our guard down. I mean, the United States, we poke, and sometimes it pokes back at us. I don't know about the political reasons why that happened, and I really don't care. I just know that 3,000 people lost their lives that day. And, I guess America, we're not used to it. We are not used to being hit. Outside of Pearl Harbor, which was in Hawaii, but not mainland the United States of America. When you hear a major commerce center like New York City, that's going to leave, a mark for a long, long time. So I'm as solemn as you guys are tonight. I love America. I love our country. We have our problems. I understand. Okay, what country doesn't? What city doesn't? Yesterday in Worcester, that would be Tuesday, the 10th, were the primaries in Worcester for local elections. The lowest turnout in 30 years for voting. So 8,000 people in a city of about 185,000 people, with nearly 100,000 registered voters. 8,000, and I showed up and voted. And it's the primaries, I understand. So the major local elections in Worcester, for mayor and selectmen. I'm sorry well, not selectmen, but help me out here, guys. City councilors. I'm thinking micro, macro, this and that, Joe. But it was the lowest. And I remember growing up, and my parents would sometimes say, well, it's only the primaries. It's only the primaries. It doesn't matter. And I'm a baseball guy. So everybody knows I relate things to baseball. And since we've had the wild card in baseball, okay, the people who don't, the fans who root on their team or don't root on their team or whatever, baseball and politics are kind of the same nowadays, you know? If you're a wild card team, contending for a wild card team, and you're playing even at 500, you keep pushing, you keep pushing, you keep pushing. You get to the primaries, and you defeat in one game, you defeat another team. Next thing you know, you're in the World Series, winning it all. The Boston Red Sox did it in 2004. They did not win the division title. I guess I bring it back, okay? Don't sit around for the champion to get that. That's how we've grown big government, and I've said that because we don't vote locally. 8,000 people in the city of Worcester. 8,000 people. Well, that's because they're satisfied with the current, this and that. No way. No. Beautiful day. People aren't involved. People don't get involved in municipal politics unless it has a right and a left to it. Then, it's not so sexy. When we get into the presidential elections, it's sexy, right and left. It's the way I lean, But we complain about our taxes all year long that the federal government is not involved with at all. But you'll pay more attention to a federal election than you will a local election, whether it's primary, okay, or a general election. You know it's true. You know it's true. So, with that being said, let's get out there and remember that, in this country, as you've seen today, a lot of things can happen. A lot of things can happen. We have to be ready for anything, but being involved locally, it doesn't mean you have to go out and vote. And I don't want to recast another show, okay? But, you are in control of the wild card. You're the manager of that baseball team. If you have a candidate that's local or a candidate that will never win the general election for president, it doesn't matter. You don't waste your vote ever. You never waste a vote. Okay, the only vote that's wasted is the one that is not cast. All right? So get involved locally, guys. And let's remember tonight that, 18 years ago, compared to now, we live in a very, very different United States of America. But I wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So you guys, hey, take care. I'm going to end this live stream. And you all be safe. Okay, God bless.